And I'll talk about the responsibilities in a moment. So we basically what we do is we take a look at, we take all the federal grants which we have and divide them into two piles, Type A programs and Type B programs. You want to pick Type A programs which have the highest risk. And the way the book goes about telling you is that identify the low risk, because if you identify the low risk, then you'll know which ones are the high risk. Okay? And basically the way you do that is if there are no audit findings or there's nothing bad about, so for instance, you have a grant for $1 million, which was audited last year. And it was a big grant. And you know what? Everything was good. It's now classified as what? Low risk, because what did you have? Did you have any audit finding? No. You see that? So you go and pick something else. And this is what they talk about. All right? And again, Type B programs are those which are not Type A. So the question is, what are the dollar thresholds? Now, let me explain this to you. And please don't get confused with the amounts themselves, because it's really not that. For our purposes, 3% of your total federal amount that you receive is the trigger point to establish whether it's a Type A or Type B program. Let me give you an example. You receive $10 million. You have two grants, one for $3.5 million and one for $2.5 million. Which one is Type A? No, I'm sorry, $100 million. You have $100 million and you received $100 million in grant monies from the federal government. You have one grant for $3 million, $3.5 million, the other one for $2.5 million. The cutoff was what? 3%. If it's over 3%, it becomes what? A Type A program. And that's what this is. It's using that threshold, and you'll see that. But what you have to do is, in all cases, you have to audit at least 50% of all the programs. So if you got $100 million, you must audit $50 million, regardless. Type A, Type B, doesn't matter. It only matters if it's more than 50%, because then you have to reduce it to the number that you would want it to be here at 50.